the most horrible system is suicide bombing. What happens in suicide bombing, that if you have a terrorist from a Palestinian city, whether it's Ramallah or any other place. For example, I'll give you a true story. We had a student in Ramallah University, that we got previous information that he was recruited by a terrorist, an arch terrorist, to carry out a suicide bombing in a bus in Jerusalem. So we caught, with a special unit, we caught the arch terrorist from Ramallah. We questioned with him, and he told us the whole story. There is a student in Ramallah who got a bomb in a vest that he carries on his chest. He gave the bomb to a female, and she smuggled it into Jerusalem, because the female, for her, it's easier to cross with something like a vest with explosives. And she put it in a hidden place in Jerusalem. He, the student, supposed to cross either on Sunday or Monday, but definitely not on Tuesday. That's what he told us. And he's supposed to carry out the attack, the suicide bombing, on one of the Tuesdays in the bus in Jerusalem. A few days later, we caught the student in Ramallah. We brought him, and the first question was about where is the explosives. He led us to a hidden place that only he and the female knew about it. She smuggled it in a computer. The bomb was hidden in a computer box, and that's how she brought it inside Jerusalem. So he led us to the place, we got the bomb, and here we succeeded to prevent a huge terror attack. By the way, we asked him, so what's the story about Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? And he said, it's very simple. Sunday, Monday, I have nothing special in university. Tuesday, I have an exam. And that's it's one of many other stories. If you have time during the day, we can...
How much is the population of Palestinians that was in your efforts in Jerusalem?
Two?
According to your efforts in Palestinians, how many are there in Jerusalem?
It's, as I said, it's about close to 40%. It's about two-thirds. We have around 900,000 people in Jerusalem. About 350,000 are Palestinians. Majority are inhabitants but not citizens. We have around 30,000 Palestinians who are citizens in Jerusalem. I mean, they are allowed to vote and to be elected to the parliament.
What's the difference between inhabitants and...
The only difference, they are, when they travel, they don't travel with a passport, they travel with a laissez-passer. Those Palestinians that were inside, it's all Palestinians who are inside the fence or the wall, that they lived here in Israel at the borders between the 67 line and the wall, or the line that was established by a law, by the Basic Law of Jerusalem in 1967. Of course, at that time they were much less than they are today. They understood it's a huge advantage to become a habitant in Israel, because they get everything, unemployment, they get social security, and all other benefits. You don't get it in Ramallah or in Bethlehem. So it decreases, of course, from year to year. We have, I think, two neighborhoods that are today with Israeli Palestinian inhabitants, but they are not inside the wall, but outside the wall. There's a neighborhood close to Ramallah, Kalandia. There's another refugee camp, Shuafat. There are city Shuafat, there is a refugee camp of Shuafat. Then we excluded them when we built the wall, because it became a mixture of refugees, and the majority started to be people who came from Hebron and other cities in order to work in Jerusalem. So it was close to Jerusalem, so the neighborhood, the prices of a room in this refugee camp is as high as in Tel Aviv, Paris, or any other capital in Europe. So that's why we excluded when we built the wall. And so we have there about 80,000 Palestinians who are Israeli inhabitants who live outside the wall. So they have special permits to get in and out at the crossing. Unlike Palestinian Authority people who need a different permit. Any other questions? So you can enjoy the view. We
5
We
minutes.
set up a very special sun for you today. It was not like this yesterday, it's not going to be tomorrow like this. That's special, Mr. Brook, for you. It's under your request. It's,